Hello, this is Mr. O and I'm going to show you how to create a two-dimensional drawing sheet so you can actually take this piece of equipment and give it to a manufacturer so that they can build it. So the first thing we're going to do is we have our 4.2 locking plate design that you've created open, and I go to design, drawing, and I say create a drawing from this design. And this will bring up a window on the right hand side. What we're going to do is we're not going to select ISO. ISO is standing for the International Organization for Standardization. This particular organization is primarily in, where is it in? I would say Europe and certain parts of Asia, but Australia and America uses the ASME standard, which is actually stands for the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. We're going to tune ASME. This makes us draw in third angle projection. Millimeters, yes. Orientation, landscape, and we'll create a new drawing sheet from this design. So let's go. Now, as you can see, this has already set up my drawing sheet. It has placed my front view at this particular side. Now you'll see on the side here it's created, this is my front view of that locking plate, as you can see on the side here, but it's at the scale of 1.1 to 2. I'm going to change that to 1 to 1 and make it a little bit bigger. If my front view is going to be here, most of the good view will be from the right hand side of it as well as from the top. So I'm going to place it over here and make sure that everything looks pretty good there, and click once and say okay. There I have the side view of my locking, or the front view of my locking plate. I now move to my projected view, select on this and drag up. This is going to give me my top view. I click once and I place it there. I then also move to the right hand side. I click once, place there, and I move my mouse again further up there to the right hand side, and this is now my isometric view. Click once and I hit the little tick button command. We have placed this in this design in 2 dimensions on this drawing plane. What we'll see now is we've got a front view, top view, and side view with some hidden detail. You'll see my isometric drawing here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to double click on that. It'll bring up my window. It's 1 and 1 from the parent, which is good, but I'm going to change it so that it takes away my hidden detail. There's the shapes that are in the background. I actually want it to look pretty fancy, so I'm going to have it shaded like that. And I'll say close. Now I'm going to show you very briefly how to use the text and create a label that says top view, front view, and side view. So what I do now is I click once and I drag like a window where I'm going to write. Once I click again, it'll bring it up. Now, what's interesting, because America standardizes in inches, they've changed this to be inches automatically. So what I'm going to do is highlight this and say, I'd like my labels to be 3 space mm, 3 millimeters in size. I don't click close. I go over here and I type in caps, top view. Now I push return, no, not return, I go close, and I have that there. I center it and I move it over there. What's easy, I can go Command C, Command V, it creates me a new one, and I drop it down the bottom here once, and I push return. Double click, I change that to front view, and again close. And I can do the same thing and create this over on the side as my side view. Front view, top view, side view, but there's something missing. I need to see what the dimensions are. How's someone going to recreate this particular shape if we don't give them what the dimensions are? So we have a dimension tool up here. I'll click that once, come down to the bottom, and let me say I want to have the viewer know the distance of that line. I'll click that line and also that line. Let me undo what I just did. I clicked twice too many times. Dimensions again. Click once, click twice. Dimensions again, click one, click twice. So as you can see, I've now told the next viewer exactly what that one was, 40, and I can verify that there as well. I can do the same over here, showing the gap and showing that as well. Nowhere do we show how high it is. So what I can do is select that. And there we go. So I've pretty much given you a good idea on exactly how to dimension, how to create your drawing and add some text. I hope this helps. Give it a good go to all of the drawings that you have done so far, and this is the best way to create a drawing sheet which you can send out and actually produce exactly what you've made. I hope this helps you.